Hello, welcome to our February Mindset Monday. This is February 3rd, and we are in the second month of the new year. There are so many things that are special to February. We have, we call it the Love Month, Black History Month, and many other things that happens in February. Oh, hello. Today is Monday. Welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and I hope you had a spectacular day at work or at play. Today is February 3rd and it is the second month of the year already. There are so many significant things about February, one of which is it's love month and one another one is it's Black History Month. There are so many other things significant about February. As the month ensued, I will share some with you. Today we are in our fifth episode of abundance. And last week we had a very interesting conversation talking about how we preserve, how we restore our bodies back to wholeness. And we all know in the US right now, it's tax season. And for some of the Caribbean islands, it's tax season for most businesses. But in the US and I think Canada, it's tax season for businesses and personal returns. And this time of the year is when most of us, if not all of us, as taxpayers are stressed. So, what we want to do is to bring about a level of calm, a level of relaxation while you're going through the process preparation and paying Uncle Sam what is due when you file your taxes, or for some people, regaining, receiving a refund of the taxes that was overpaid. So, what we are doing this week, last week we spoke about Andrew, one of my guests. He was talking about how to restore our bodies back to wholeness, and his technique is muscle fiber manipulation. Muscle fiber manipulation. So this week we will be talking about how the you manipulate the muscles to restore wholeness. Now, for those of you who were on the program last week, Andrew is a well sought after muscle fiber manipulative therapist. And he was to be here this evening, but he was held over by one of his clients. That's why I said he's a well thought after um, person in his field, a clinician. What he does best. As he, if you watch last week's episode, you will see many of the persons who have encountered his work share how well he does it, and those who have learned from him and are now doing the same work, they will tell you how thorough he is. So, one of his clients has him this evening. That's why he's not here today. He will be here with us next week to share a little bit more about how he does it and to share, to let you know more about the workshops he'll be having so we can know more about how to maintain good health by using different techniques, different things, and also sharing with us how we can get his services, how we can provide services to us. And this week we're going to look at one of the aspects of manipulating the muscle. And we're just going to look at the hands. And interestingly, the hand the hand have or the based on the information that I read, it says the human hand is an intricate structure with around 34 muscles that help it with movement and dexterity. These muscles located both within the hand and the forearm work together to perform precise and powerful actions. So, muscle fiber manipulation, such as through massage or physical therapy, can be incredible beneficial for the hands and the wrist. This kind of manipulation helps in so many different ways. Now, Andrew is the expert on this. I just have information just to share with you, and we're going to deal with the hands this evening. So, next week when he comes, he will share much more using practical examples to show how this works. But this evening, I'm just going to use a few minutes, and our session will be about half an hour, just sharing with you why it's so important to protect your hands, why it's so important to get massage after we use those computers, after we lift things, after we do construction, whatever we do. There are times when we need to just relax and get our hands back in motion, get our hands taken care of so we can get up and do what we need to do to provide for our families and to put food on our table. So, back to the hand. So, the hand or the wrist or muscle fiber manipulation helps to restore back our hands into motion so we can do what we need to do. So one one of the things it does, it increase flexibility. Increasing flexibility. For a lot of persons who use the computer or who have their hands in a motion for long periods, we sometimes have pain because using a computer for 7 8 hours per day after we finish working, some of us who study, we still come home and around the computer preparing assignments, and you know that the wear and tear of being so long in one place, it affects the flexibility of our muscles. So muscle fiber manipulation helps to increase flexibility. It enhances the range of motion in our joints. If you hold your hand in one position for too long, whenever it's time to move them, they hurt. And the older we get, we have pains because different things set in our bodies. The older we we mature, and especially if we are engaged in a lot of strenuous activities with our fingers and we're not doing or we're not revitalizing ourselves, revitalizing our hands, we tend to get pains in our joints. And some of us or some persons have other issues, health issues that causes those. So muscle fiber manipulation will help to increase flexibility that enhances the range of motion in the joints. Another advantage of muscle fiber manipulation is reduces tension and pain. I alluded to some persons have pain because of other health issues or pain because of the restriction of movement, the muscles or the fingers or the palm were restricted for a long time in one motion, and muscle fiber manipulation will help to reduce tension and pain. It eases muscle stiffness. Now, the expert Andrew will come back next week and show how it is done. Uh, so it eases muscle stiffness, often relieving discomfort. So that's one advantage of muscle fiber manipulation. Another advantage, it improves circulation. It promotes blood flow and circulation. Once circulation is going on, your hands and for the most part and for the rest of your body will operate as it should. But because we're talking about the hands, we are just going to focus on what happens when muscle fiber manipulation is used, or the advantages of muscle fiber manipulation. So it improves circulation, it promotes blood flow through the hands, which can facilitate healing and reduce fatigue. Now, after working for an entire day or an entire week, it's good that you are able to get that relaxation. And not only for the hands, but as I said, we're just talking about the hands because we use our hands all the time. Now, until you're able to go and get that wonderful um, muscle fiber manipulation done for you, that it relaxes you, it reduces tension, you can do simple things to help to restore your hands after you work so hard, after you sit around those computers typing those letters, after you sit in class doing those assignments, or sitting around a desk doing research for a long time. There are simple steps you can use to assist you in restoring your hand temporarily until you get that full muscle fiber manipulation. Another advantage of muscle fiber manipulation, it enhances performance, and essentially for those who rely heavily on moving their hands, like athletes, musicians. Picture a musician, they're not able to move their fingers. You, one of the things I like to look at when I see, especially those who play the keyboard or the organ, you see those motions, and you can imagine if they're not able to move those fingers where they're supposed to go, the keys, the notes will not sound. And what wonderful sound when you listen to the different notes that's strung on that keyboard. Man, it's just awesome. So musicians, athletes, and all of the persons who use their hands, I'm just going to rest a little bit with music because I love music. I love to dance. I love music, although I can't dance really. But just thinking of that musician when he plays that those notes, and you are able to hear them distinctly, and then you're able to move to the sound of those notes, or you're able to echo the your voice if you're a very good singer. I'm not a very good singer, but I can help myself. So the musicians rely heavily on their hands so that they can play those notes, so we can sing or we can enjoy just listening to those notes. So muscle fiber manipulation helps the musician, help us to help the musician to relax his hands after a long play, after they go out and do their thing. Now, until you can go and get your full body those muscles, manipulate those muscles so they can get restore to wholeness, restore to proper functionality. Until you can do that, just a simple little exercise you can do for yourself that will help you in the interim. You get to do that aspect so you get everything. So, this is the interim. You can do it while you if you travel to work, or you can do it when while you're sitting relaxing for a few minutes. It doesn't take a long time. You can massage your hand for just a few minutes to help you in restoring those muscles while you just relax. So one of my favorite thing to do is just to take some lotion. If you're not at home where you can use your aromatherapy oil, smells good, and you just sit and relax and you start from the wrist down. You could start from your pinky finger and you just slowly go from wrist to the tip of your finger and massage the tip of the finger. Each finger starts from the wrist and you do that massage. And you do that, I'll use the word that Andrew uses. You manipulate those muscles. You take your time and manipulate those muscles. And you'll be so surprised how relaxing that is. And it also helps you to feel better. It also helps you to be able to move your hand a little better, especially when you are around those computers for a long time. It helps me, and I hope this will help you too. So, until you're able to get that full massage, that full muscle fiber manipulation, until that's you're able to get to Andrew's studio or get to another person who can take care of you. You can do that in the interim for the hands, since we're concentrating on the hands. Another thing you could do, as you see me do this, I know there are many persons who tell you that sometimes they use a ball, and using the ball, and I have one, it's somewhere in the house. You use it and you hold it and you squeeze it, so it helps to it assists in relieving some of those pressures, those tension that you have in the hands when you hold the hands in one position, when you have it on the keyboard tapping. So it restores a little bit of that strength. It helps you to relax. It helps to relax when you do that little massage. I hope this little section helps you. Today is a short bit, and I hope it will help you. I hope this little hand massage movement will also help you as you sit and relax. You can even do that while you're watching TV, or while you sometimes reading a book. You can put the book at eye level, and then you can do that little massage so you are able to relax even more. So while you put the papers together, preparing for your tax season, you can relax. Your stress level will not be that high when you have other things to help alleviate the stresses. So I hope this helps you as you work through this season, this tax season, or whatever you're doing that stresses you during the day. I hope this little part helped you, and next week we will resume with Andrew as he shares with us muscle fiber manipulation. So until next week, this is Miriam Edwards for another episode of Mindset, Mindset, Mindset Monday.